Hello my DIY friends. In this video I'm going to show you how I managed to get rid of this mess, and now I have a cupboard full of drawers. If you are new to my channel, my name is Ildiko. If you are not a professional carpenter and you would like to realize a project similar to this, you are at the right place. Yes, this is a stress-free project because at the end of the video I'm going to show you how to save this video to your playlist so you can come back anytime you like. Without any further ado, let's get started. Let's see how I took my measurements inside the cupboard. First I measured the height and then the width and the depth. I made sure that I avoided the hinges. It is very important to understand how much space you have to leave for the hinges. For this project, I used 3 white shelves. This way, I had a sort of cupboard inside the cupboard. These final measurements helped me to understand the size of the 3 white shelves and the boxes I had to buy, considering the distance I had to give to the hinges and the thickness of the shelves. So the length of the shelf is the height of the cupboard minus 2 millimeters is the width of the shelves must be long enough to install the sliders but not wider than the depth of the cupboard. Now let's see what we have to consider when we choose the sliding rails. First of all, it has to be long enough for the drawer that we have to install. It is important to understand the depth of the sliding rail because it will take up space, and we have to understand how much space we will have before we choose the drawer or the box in my case. Ideally, the box wants to come out full length from the cupboard. Now we have all the numbers to understand the size of the box we can buy. My boxes are 30.5 centimeters. At the end I have usable space 62 centimeters and 1 centimeter is for the assembly. This is a home DIY project and these are the tools I used: utility knife, plier, tape measure. It is optional to have an electric screwdriver, but it makes the job much easier, and naturally a drill. I also used a piece of wood, so I was not drilling on the tabletop. Usually where you buy shelves, you can ask somebody to cut to the right size in the shop. For the particular size, I was able to find only these wire boxes. The only problem was that I was not able to fix the sliders directly to the boxes. Therefore, I had to insert wooden stripes. They were also cut in the shop. Once I found the right position, I made a sign where I was going to drill holes on these wood pieces. As I had many pieces to do, I transferred the same measurement to many other pieces and drilled the whole lot one after the other. Next step is to install the centerpiece. I had two options. One is to fix to the cupboard with an L shape or to drill 45-degree angle holes. That was my choice. I prefer invisible joints. My solution to stabilize the wire box is to insert a wooden stripe and create a very tight connection between the slider and the wooden stripe. Here you can see the nut of the bolt, and this is all very tightly fixed and it's not supposed to move. It has to be strong enough to hold the weight of the bucket and everything I put inside. The next step is to figure out how to drill precise holes on the white shelves, and we need a template for that. I used a little bit stronger paper for this template. I marked the right position using the slider on the paper. Sometimes it's necessary to use the moving part to find the right position. Now we have to measure the position of the sliders. It depends on the height of the boxes, how many of them you would like to put one under the other, and also the distance between them. Sometimes you have bigger items, sometimes you have smaller items, and these all make a difference. The next step is to mark the position for the template, considering the top edge of the template. As you can see here, in this box I put soya sauce, oil, other bottles, so I needed more space between these two boxes. Now we are ready to drill, and the templates worked really well, especially when you have very little space inside the cupboard. For the last box, I used 2 pieces of wood before deciding the height and the position, because I wanted to make sure that the box would not touch the bottom part of the cupboard. Once we inserted the first box, we can see precisely the position of the 2 outside shelves. Remember the 45-degree angled holes I drilled at the beginning. This way the screws are invisible. At the beginning of this video, I was talking about the stress-free project. It took me days to make this video, so I don't expect you to do everything on one day. First, click on the save button, and then, as you can see, I already have the DIY project in the menu, but otherwise you can create a new one and type in DIY project and click on the create button, but as I already have it, I'm not going to create a new one. Once it's done, hit again save, and then make sure the DIY project is selected. And that's all, it's all done now. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell and like. And as always, see you next time.